They fantasize, I analyze, I am the eyes. Yeah. They stand in lie, I stand in truth. That's my I am alive, I am alive, I am alive. I channel God, the frequency lives inside. Delinquencies leap aside, just look inside. I promise you'll find bodies the synagogue. You lie to self, then you sin to God. I take the end of lines, put it in a loop, then I tie a knot. This eternal life, this is Heka'u. We can never die, we are immortalized. They live mortal lives. I am more than man. I have God inside. Whoa. Opened the door and then I got inside. Found my inner child. Gave him a hug. Told him I love him. We gon' be alright. And then I gave a smile. You made me more than proud. Shed some tears. Let us scream aloud. A stand in pride. Grabbed his hand. It was the hand of God. Our fingers five. Double time. We put hands to sky. Raise them high. Raise them high. This is dua. Praise himself, praise each other, praise to health, that is the root to wealth. Praise comes from per, and it means to sell. See, that's what preachers do, buying souls, selling hell. Disguised as heaven, pushing P. Differences between prophet and prophecy. The Bible is a prop to see the lies of man, portraying God, open eye to see. Telling tales of wanderings. I've been wondering, they don't know that we're the real wonders. Miracles, when I speak it thunders. Literal, you feel it under your flesh when your organs start to rumble. Heartbeat, you're listening to vibrations as my heart speaks. Stretch minds, I have far reach. Raj General, this is our me. This is pinnacle. Step on sinister. Everyone is demons these days. Trust me, once you step to us, you will not leave as you came. See, we ain't the same, raising names. Real fame comes from Ba. It means to speak, to say. I have lots to say. My ancestors taught me how to pray. Ask and receive. Given that you live in reciprocity, our Ba shall speak through you to give our message of praise. Hands raised. This is dua. This is dua. Light body emerges Kaaba. Give me high five. Hands up. This ain't a stick up. This is dua. Giving praise. They're only giving praise when they receive a raise. Like thank God. I receive a raise as I rise up every single day. Raise comes from res, giving life the sun's rays, hands embrace. Consciousness extinct, even the ones who think they are woke are still asleep. Resi means to watch and it deals with what you see. Resi means to dream and it's the tongue of the speech. Watch what you speak, bring dreams to reality. Watch tower, watch me tower over with power. This is more than album, this is pure magic. Creation vibrations, layers on layers. Prayers on prayers, demon slayers, soul cakes of fire, caught up in a rapture like I need a baker. The Lord has risen, watch the bread rise, to give sustenance. I've seen death eyes, the moon is my left eye. Praise Yah, dua. This is House of ATTON. I don't have a mask on. I'll tell you all what happened. I see they got the facts wrong, flow fluid. Walk with ancestors like ANTU is. Who's this? Greek named Anubis. Prove it. I see bodies walking around soulless, clueless. Ani Pata, don't compare me to Steve Jobs. Call me Pata Sakar. If you need to do more research, search Ray. Hands in vagina plays when pray. Spitting seeds into the womb to birth and raise. See, that's parades. Give thanks like it's in your hands. Collect them plates, ancient stele. Step through fire, see we trailblaze. Fate and faith, this is knowledge. Facts or flip or fake. Tell me what's at stake to give thanks. Hands raised, this is dua. This is dua. Light body emerges Kaaba. Give me high five. Hands up. This ain't a stick up. This is dua. SCRIIBE Sessions Volume 1. For the record. Open your eye in alignment with time and you'll see the truth like it's a physical thing. From the darkness I arise, so it's not a surprise when you learn of the light that I bring. As above, so below, I find a rhythm and flow as I grow with the pendulum swing. This is the matrix where everyone's faking they sleep here in life while we wake up in dreams. Shedding the skin like a serpent, this work makes it worse at attaining a purpose. While searching internal, examine what all is in me. Most will not make it there, so can I take it? Reality shaking, you've seen what I've seen. Reap what you sow, we're the weavers of speech, achievers, and this is the read 'em and weed 'em. You cannot read in vibrations that none of them speak. Walk a metal netter, light is feather is heavy to learn that your will isn't free. Natural willing, I continue to lead with my ebas. I'm sweeping my consciousness clean. Training in realms that are unseen. My aura is some set fire to all of the fiends. Stand on my eye, this is all seeing. I we supply 93, that means we are supreme. Healing through tones on my senses, connecting in this year. Wealthy is health, this is green. This is illusion, reality veiled in delusion. Thoughts become intrusive, it's foolish to not know by now that it ain't what it seems. This is way more than belief. I see clearly the lies. My six senses of sight are hypnotized. No wonder everyone sleeps. It's time to set off the alarms. The performance self-harm. Don't you know you're a star? God in human form and you rise with the beast. More than man. Bread in my hand, that's the Lord in hand. Heard what I said, Lord, live in the man. Light is sought after, it's in the man. Come from the inundation lands. Light is sought after, it's in the man. Come from the inundation lands. We ain't the same man. Record keeper. Seeing the state of the planet, the damage, the famines expanding beyond your belief. I see they landing, they've handed the people a cannon and aiming it right at your feet. Blowing the hole where you're standing, creating the panic. The tactical planning is deep. Teaching you're only a man and the God is in heaven, the seventh outside of your reach. If you're the question, they'll call you a manic, frantic, erratic, depression, demonic. When you're teaching through the magical speech, they'll call you serpent, the one in the garden. Pardon my knowledge for having the knowledge and prowess to see. He really told the truth to Adam and Eve. You'll have distinction between good and evil if you eat of the fruit of the tree. Now you're a god, open your eye, cleansing yourself so that now you can see. They stole the stories and twisted them like it's a spliff. They put the fire to leaf, I put the fire to speech. I put the fire to heat. We don't do liars and thieves, they just desire to greed. This is my record to keep, this is my throne. You cannot sit in my seat. And I command it, I give more than 10 commandments. This is the law of attraction, and we have infinite stamina. My stage is where I'm standing. This is my eye, God is in me. I only keep goddesses with me. They are the magical beings, they are the holy ones, birthing the gods. We're overcoming the odds. We are the even and odd. They're in the odds, we're in the all. Ancestors answer my prayers, forever grateful. I will forever say thank you. Inspiration to awake the sleepers. Record keeper, more than man. Bread in my hand, that's the Lord in hand. Heard what I said, Lord, live in the man. Light is sought after, it's in the man. Come from the inundation lands. Light is sought after, it's in the man. Come from the inundation lands. We ain't the same man. Record keeper, more than man. Bread in my hand, that's the Lord in hand. Heard what I said, Lord, live in the man. Light is sought after, it's in the man. Come from the inundation lands. Light is sought after, it's in the man. Come from the inundation lands. We ain't the same man. Record keeper.
You and your family health and prosperity. May your monument be established on the foundations of my heart, and may you rise and come forth as conscious light, like the divine Ra, who rise and shine forevermore in my heart.
I look outside in awe, I see our people double-minded. People meaning creature, don't ignore the signage. Voices lead, though flying silent. Observation with my eye open eyelid. Look outside in awe, I see our people double-minded. People meaning creature, don't ignore the signage. Voices lead, though flying silent. Observation with my eye open eyelid. I am him, king, crown, rings, nestle, I am in. Mindset of when fighting gens. Sword, swang, samurai, I am Shem. Su, Hor, son of Heheru, I am him. King, crown, rings, nestle, I am in. Mindset of when fighting gents. Sword, swang, samurai, I am Shem. Su, Hor, son of Heheru. Words powerful, Hekau. See, prove you can feel the roots. Gone, just look up, I am proof. Breaking doors down, make some room. But I is now speaking through me and trust me.
Let's go.
Tap, peace and love.
Welcome to the House of ATTON, Ancient Tehutian Teachings of the Natiru presents She is the Portal by the Nefer ANTU. Before I introduce everyone on the panel, we will do as we do normally and begin with our beautiful affirmation. On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Unki Ma'at, Un-Ns, Nintet Oset Ma'at, Min Hepapet Ma'at, Per In Hukui, Per Iku. I live for Ma'at. I exist within her. I do not speak in the place of Ma'at. Every day I advance towards Ma'at. My being is surrounded in darkness. I come forth as conscious light. Peace and love, everybody. Welcome. I am the mighty Atef Kim Ma'at. I'm the esteemed steward of the Venerable House of ATTON. As a devoted disciple of the master teacher, the illustrious Tehuti Amenhotep Ra, I proudly undertake the role of the sagacious host for the weekly gathering within the sacred halls of the House of ATTON. Here we delve into the profound teachings that illuminate the path of Ma'at. In the sacred sanctuary of the House of ATTON, I guide fellow seekers on a journey of enlightenment and understanding, drawing from the wellspring of ancient wisdom. Our gatherings are profound explorations into the depths of truth, meticulously deciphered through the lens of ancestral artifacts and the profound teachings bestowed upon us by our great Tehuti Amenhotep Ra. My commitment to the pursuit of wisdom extends beyond the confines of our weekly gatherings. As a true-hearted devotee of truth, I strive to embody the essence of Ma'at in every aspect of life, expressing unwavering love for my people. My soul resonates with the harmonious frequencies of the metal nature. I stand as a loyal guardian of Ma'at, steadfastly defending the sacred principles that govern our existence within the House of ATTON. Next, we have the mighty scribe Ani Patah Aten Tehuti, is a teacher of knowledge, a spoken word artist, a creator awakening the sleepers and healing the chosen ones through sound vibrational tone and conscious thought. He's the Sab, the wisdom door opener, and the lead organizer of the House of ATTON movement. Next, we have the mighty Menku Ra, is a student of the master teacher Saba Tehuti Amenhotep Ra and a follower of Ma'at. Menku is the Heb, the festivities organizer in the House of ATTON, the cultural enlightenment advisor and a teacher, and the developer of the pathways of awakening. He's a director and producer of documentaries and a researcher of ancient civilizations and a researcher of the knowledge of spells. Next, we have the mighty primordial thought 9, is a seeker of divine wisdom. The wisdom with universal structure, the wisdom that remains the same from every perspective, the wisdom that adapts to any interaction, the wisdom that creates silence, the wisdom that sustains the House of ATTON. And one of our great Karu, the House of ATTON, the Dejed of the mighty Anu, the Nefer ANTU. Welcome, great sister. My sounds. There we go.
Hotep Hinu, everyone. Peace and love. Let's get just some tones playing in the meantime before the presentation. Yes, Hinu, great brother Tef, Tua for the wonderful introduction. I love how you pause in Primordial Thought 9's introduction. Love that pause right after you speak about silence. Great detail, great brother. So Hinu to you. So yes, peace and love, everyone. Welcome to the House of ATTON. Be sure you hit the like button on your way in. Hit that like button and support the channel. Yes, peace and love, everyone. Ox Effect, great brother. First one in the building, in the per. Hotep Marie Ma'at Aout. Excited for today's class. Wonderful. Nook Poo says Ma'at Hotep Natiru. He is listening in. Wonderful. Hinu to the great brothers here. And we have the wonderful Nefer Keperet. It says, Hotep Marie, she is the portal. This is going to be amazing. I already know. Absolutely. Hinu to you. The great brother Minku Ara says, Hotep Hinu, everyone. Tua for your everything. Be the Aku.
Yo, let's go.
We have the lovely Minty Hotep. Peace and love, Minty. Glad to see you here with us. Glad to have you. Hotep Aunt Marie, House of ATTON, Hinu. Hinu to you, my great sister. All right. So, yes, and peace and love to Hefe. Nice, all the members getting their chance to shine. Excited for this teaching. Yes, that's absolutely one of the beautiful things about Ma'at and cultivating everyone to create. It's a beautiful thing. So Hotep Hinu. All right. And so before we let the great sister go into her presentation, we'll just go and give few announcements, let the great brothers speak. But first we'll start with ANTU. We'll start with you, Hotep Hinu. ANTU, peace and love, and let you get few introductory words in. Peace.
Hotep Henu, Hotep and Mary, to everyone here. I'm very appreciative for you all and all that you bring to the House of ATEN. I'm very excited and happy to bring forth what I have for you all. And if you do not know, I am a student of Saba Tehuti Hotep Ra. He has purified my Ebe and has taken out Isfet and any scaredness or tibbiness, any of the negative things. He has purified my Ebe so much, and without him, I would not be here on this panel. He has taught me so much and has created me into a beautiful being, and I'm very appreciative to all very much. Hotep to everyone on the panel.
Peace. Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's a little quiet, but we can hear you.
Oh man. What about now? We sounding better? We sounding good?
Oh yeah, now you're loud and clear.
There we go. Shouts out to Atef with the new THEODORS. You know, you always got the THEODORS. You always got a collection. So, to you, and yes, I definitely thought about that pause thing that I need mention. I was like, yo, every time he says it, he got that pause. I like that. He put that emphasis on it. So I appreciate you, great brother. Good to be here. And two, you know I'm excited. I don't know what you and Ani talked about that thumbnail. I don't know what was put in that to generate such a fantastic thumbnail, but that was, when I saw the picture, I said, oh man, how do you even generate something like that? Like, that was perfect. Definitely, I'm excited to see you do your thing. Definitely an inspiration in my household, that's for sure. I'm just excited that you have the courage to do what you are about to do today, and I'm completely open ears. Yo, I rush from work just to hurry up and come and make sure I'm here, because you know we definitely want to support those who are stepping outside of that comfort zone a little bit, you know what I mean, and come up to express their Ebe, do what's pleasing to the Ka. So appreciate you, great sister. It's always a pleasure to be up here with you great brothers as well. Hey, I'm not gonna hold y'all too long. I'm excited for ANTU. This is her time, this is her moment. So peace and love to everybody here on the panel and in the chat. Hotep Medi.
Hotep Marie, great brother. Wonderful Medu as always. Hinu to you. Yes, ANTU sent me a nice detailed description of her vision. And so, you know, we make it happen. So shout out to ANTU for the wonderful vision and being able to describe what she wants to bring forth. Let's go to the head ma'at. Great brother Menku Ara, talk to us about what we have coming, great brother.
Peace, peace, hotep, everyone. Glad you all are here for this special occasion. To the brothers on the panel. Peace and love to everybody in the chat. We are excited to announce October 20th, the Pathways to Awakening will be taking place. And brings me a lot of joy to know, to see what is on the horizon. I was just a couple seconds having some revelations about, you know, the position and the coming forth of, and the what do I want to say? Obtainment of more PERS. So be on the lookout on the website, House of ATTON. Stay in tune as more information will be added to this portal. Definitely a lot of planning going on, logistics taken care of in the background. More announcements will be coming soon. So we are excited. Everything that's happening with the House of ATTON. And if you have any questions, just reach out to myself or Ani Patah, Hotep Henu.
Hotep Henu, great brother, Tua for that. Yes, this great brother's putting in a lot of aku into making sure that the greatest of gatherings are going to take place to provide you all an everlasting experience. So Hotep Henu to this great brother for Pathways to Awakening 2024. The availability to purchase tickets will be very soon. So we will let you all know when that is available. So to a Hotep. All right, and yes, great brother Tefram Kima'ai, you have anything you want to say, great brother?
Hotep, peace and love to the chat. Yes, Tua for those Nefa words. Yeah, I got my new theaters. I got to put on the white ones because the sister's presenting. So, you know, I got a nice little stash. Got to protect my watch it. Definitely looking forward to this class. I've been doing a lot of running around with my mate, but I know I couldn't miss this one. I had to at least be here for the introduction and to get on the panel and check it out because I'm excited for all the members as they come forth, as we grow, because this is growth, what's going on here. You know, and it's beautiful for me because I remember when it was just us, you know, me and Ani and a couple other brothers. You know, we was just brainstorming and Menku just putting things together, and I didn't know what was going on. Yeah, I remember I used to be like, I don't know what's going on. You know, so it's beautiful to see the growth that everyone is doing. And it's wonderful to grow alongside all of you. So I'm definitely looking forward to this teaching. You already brought the trolls out. It's good to see. You know that I don't know what was going on in the chat. Great sister, but the trolls is out. So that means the people are watching, you know, and we're growing and we are expanding. And this is the third sister that's presenting. So, you know, the House of ATTON, we coming through, we doing what we do. So I'm definitely looking forward to this. Primordial thought, I appreciate that. Yeah, say it. So, you know, I have to do it. I have to, you know, silence is wonderful, brother. You know, Tahotep speaks about that. So definitely gotta, you know, continue to expand. And I'm definitely looking forward to this, great sister, because you are the Jed of our great brother ANTU. So I already know this is going to be great because his classes is fire. we was talking about the classes getting struck. I was like, that class he did was, I was like, oh, he's definitely one of us, because I was like, man, that class was incredible. I loved it. So I'm definitely looking forward to what you're going to bring forth, great sister. And peace and love to everybody in the chat. It's good to see everybody here. Peace and love to the great Mentee Hotep. Peace and love to you, great sister. The great Nefer Kepharet, Israel Holy. Watermelon TV, good to see you, great brother. Nookpoo, always good to see home team. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to what's about to take place here. So definitely. Hotep.
Hotep. Yes, it's a very beautiful thing that's taking place. Shout out to all the sisters that are coming up and stepping up and bringing forth these powerful classes. Love to see the femininity at the forefront, that which supports the jeds of the men that you see. It's a beautiful thing. So shout out to all the sisters for stepping up. The sisters are stepping up, so it's a beautiful thing. And so yes, before we let the great ANTU go forward with her presentation, again, houseofaten.org, and this is where everything is at. Go get your House of Aten merch here at the shop section. Get your accessories, your hotep mats, your desk mats. Get your notebooks, your House of Aten notebooks. Go get them. Get your tumblers, your cups. Definitely get your apparel. For everyone who are doing that, be sure to leave reviews, everyone. Go and leave your review. If you have purchased from the website, even as a member, all the Karu, be sure to go and leave a review under the membership, so everyone can see what's taking place. So Tua Henu, and this is how you become a Karu. And one of the great benefits of becoming a Karu is what you see here that's taking place this evening is your ability to sharpen your sword, challenge yourself, overcome and surpass limits by coming forward and presenting on a topic that is important to you. It's a beautiful thing. So here are the Karu membership. Karu, which is a Medu word for household member, those who are within the within the house. And we have 3 different tier levels, and each of them are detailed in the particular link that's associated with it. And yeah, it's a beautiful thing. So take your time, come through, read the Hepu and Ma'at, the laws of Ma'at here associated with the House of Aten. And yeah, it's a beautiful thing. So come here and leave your reviews, all the great members. Social media, ANTU is our social media manager. She is doing amazing when it comes to the social media postings and making sure that we're always consistently putting out information. Yeah, it's a wonderful thing. She's very consistent and disciplined when it comes to it. So definitely give ANTU her Henu for that, and making sure that that the House of Aten is always coming forth with content. So Tua ANTU for that, and now she's gonna be on. Now, when she goes to present and put together some videos, it's gonna be her. So now she's on both sides. So that's a beautiful thing. So everyone come and subscribe to, make sure you subscribe here to the YouTube. Follow us on Instagram here, Facebook, TikTok, X, have a WhatsApp as well. If anyone has WhatsApp and they want to message me directly, you can do so here on WhatsApp. Ask any questions about the membership, or if any of the members have WhatsApp, you can contact me directly through here. Discord, everyone make sure you join the Discord. We have monthly meetings. at the end of, it's the last Friday of every month, where we have community meetings, and they're very powerful, and we build. It's a great place to come and just communicate and receive light from those who are within Ma'at. It's a beautiful thing. We have a Spotify as well, where the teachings are condensed to just the teachings themselves. One of our great Karu, Nefertatin, she comes and takes these classes and chops them down and adds introductions and gives everyone a special sound vibrational tone. It's a beautiful thing. So make sure you follow our Spotify. And I also am a artist, a poet. I produce tones of music in its original form, and you can listen to my tones at scribe.io. Scribe with 3 I's, SCRIII, like the 3 lines that you see in the names of the papyruses, including the papyrus of Ani. You'll see 3 lines under there. So my name Scribe has 3 lines within it. So scribe.io, and you can listen to the tones, and you can also find it here on the link tree, and as well as our Patreon. Everyone come join the Patreon. There's content on here that isn't public to the YouTube. We just released Truth Ministries versus Saba Tehuti on YouTube. This was on the Patreon and on the just the Karu membership, or if you're a YouTube member, you can join YouTube as well. Click join next to subscribe. This was on there for 3 months, and I just released it to the public. So everyone go make sure that you watch this and leave your comments, and go learn from the great Saba in this debate here. So this is now on YouTube on our channel if you haven't seen this debate yet. We also have this as well that's on the Patreon and YouTube membership and for the Karu. So Tua Hinu, Hotep Ma'at, and yes, so I'll stop there. Peace and love to everyone for your attention. As the great ANTU will be, I know she's going to bring some fire. So here's Yoto Kor. That's my first time here. I liked. I'm glad that you are here, Yoto. Glad to have you here. All right. Peace and love. So last thing is, of course, the reciprocity that allows this movement to continue to flow and flourish as it does. And so I will put the links at the very bottom that you see scrolling underneath ANTU and Primordial Thought 9, Cash App and PayPal, House of ATTON. The links are also pinned to the top of the chat. You'll see the great brother Anu, our moderator, who is the Jed and the great mate to ANTU here. So they come as one. When you see Anu, you see ANTU. So it's a beautiful thing. Our great brother Anu posts all the links, and he has the support links up at the top. So there's the links for the support, and I'll show the overlay here for those who would like to just scan the QR code. You can just scan this, and it'll take you directly to the links without having to type anything. So Tua, for all the support, make sure that you show your love and reciprocity to what's taking place. Gives the presenter encouragement, lets us know that you appreciate what's taking place here. So Tua, and yeah, let's says thank you. You are welcome. You're very welcome. Henu to ANTU. All right, ANTU, let's move you up here to the top spot and solo you out. And we are dialed in. Hotep and Henu. It's on you, great sister.
Hotep Henu, I'm very excited to bring this forth. Again, Tua to everyone who is here. I appreciate all of you very much. and let's begin. Hotep, Ankujasa Neb, welcome to the House of ATTON. This is my first class on the female reproductive system, brought back into the minds of the people by ANTU. I will begin my offering within the House of ATEN with praises to my powerful High, Anu, and praises to my magical Saba, teacher Tehuti Amunhotep Ra. Anu, you are the reason why I am on this panel. You opened my mind with your bull horns. Your intelligence wiped away ignorance when I was completely surrounded by Sfet's chaos. You reconstructed my mind in ways I cannot describe with these words. Your intelligence and intense passion to dig for knowledge is the reason why Tehuti Amunhotep Ra, our Saba, was attracted to meet our eyes and ears on this physical plane of existence within the Kill Priest Podcraft. That moment of our Saba appearing on the screen is the day our lives changed forever and is the day that we were saved from destruction. To offer everything that you have done for me, yourself, our future children, and to offer your existence, to offer the breaths that you take, to offer your healthy heart beating at a rate of 72 beats per minute. Mary He, I love you for eternity. Tua to the great Tehuti Amunhotep Ra for creating Anu and I to offer saving our Ka, our spirit, and completely transforming our life. To offer all sacrifices you have made to become who you are as our great Saba, our great teacher / doorway. You are our breath of life. You provide us with the Ankh to our nose. You have gifted us with the knowledge of immortality and continue to reprogram our mind with life. I work every day to gain the title of a Netert under your perfect guidance, to offer saving generations, to offer saving Anu and I's future children, who will now be birthed fully imbued and entangled within Ma'at. You are our mother and father. To offer everything you have done for Anu and I, we work every day to echo your consciousness. Hotep Mary He, peace and love for eternity. Tua to everyone for your attention. I will now begin my first class within the House of ATEN. As a female, it is imperative for you to understand who you are and how your body functions. To all the beautiful sisters and brothers listening, I was thinking of you as I created this presentation, especially the youth. So we're going to look back in time and go way back to when I was little, when I was a young girl. So traveling back in time, this is one of the reasons why I created this presentation here. Growing up, I was not taught properly on the reproductive system. When I was a young child, I was surrounded by people who had no open conversations on the reproductive system, which in turn caused confusion and certain damages on my mind as a young child. How many of you relate? You can comment down below if you're open to it on your experiences. I know that for me, within this matrix, there was absolutely no open conversations. Anytime that this topic was brought up or seen on the TV or just any typical conversation brought up about it, there was some energy with it that was uncomfortable. So that's what I experienced when I was little, and there was just no openness to it and no willingness to just teach about it and be open about it. So you can comment down below if you as well experienced this within this matrix or if you experienced something different. Nefer Kepret says, I can definitely relate. Yes. And I will continue on, and if there are any more people who comment down below, I will get to you soon. My Saba, my teacher, Tehuti Amunhotep Ra, was the first to fully reprogram and heal the damage placed on my mind. One of his classes that healed my psyche and brought me to the original state of mind was TEHUTI'S sex magic class. So this was just one of the many. This was a specific one that really reprogrammed my mind intensely within the specific time period of life that I was in. And all of these above are the different ones that he has done. And it doesn't have to specifically say sex magic as well. There are many other ones that he has taught on this topic that have helped me, and it didn't particularly say sex magic on the title. But these are the classes that have truly helped reprogram my mind and bring me back to the originality of sexuality and what it originally looked like and sounded like, and what the original way it was supposed to be seen and taught. So Tua, Hotep, and Mary to the great Saba Tehuti Amun-Hotep Ra. First question for the class: what is a female reproductive organ that you are familiar with? Minty says everything is sex magic. Nefer Keperet says uterus. Yes. Nukpu says ovaries. Anu says vagina. Yes. Nefer answered so far. Superhero 34 says the ka. Very much for your participation. I really, truly appreciate you all very much. And I will continue on if you... Oh, someone says... Jason Kirkland says cot. Okay. That's great. Twa, very much again. I appreciate it very, very much. We will continue on. So Tua for your participation. Beautiful answers, everyone. Yes. And the one that I will go over and focus on now will be the vagina. So this right here is the vagina, and this is what I will be focusing right now. Oxifex says ovaries. Yes. And this is what it looks like on an X-ray type of vision. And this right here is what I'll be looking into. As we continue, I will transition us into the original frequency of this word. So another quick question for the class. What is the Medu Neter word for vagina? Henu to you as well, Jason Kirkland, to offer your Henu. And also, if you don't know, you can just say, I don't know. And if you do know, you can go ahead and put it there. Minty Hotep says Shet. Nukpu says Shet. Superhero 34 says, I have this in my notes. It's the double triangle one upside down. Anu says Shet. Nefer Keperet says Shet. Nefer, you all very much again. You all are very great. Yes, shed, absolutely beautiful. This is the vibration we need to continuously reside in, the original frequency that the Neteru imbue. We will now move forward and learn more about the shed. For the sake of the presentation, I will be using the word shed and vagina for better understanding. So shetet, vulva, vagina, and shet. And shet as well. This is vulva of the sky. Shet, farm, plot of ground, estate, ditch, dike. an earthwork, pool, fish pond. And these are all of the same words because they all are in the same roots, so they all interconnect with each other. So first, where is the shed located? We are going to look into the Cleveland Clinic, which was medically reviewed last on March 8th, 2022. Where is your shed located? Your vagina is a canal-like organ inside of your body that opens outside of your body. It is a powerful passage that leads from your uterus inside of your body to your vulva, which includes your external reproductive organs or genitals. So interesting, powerful passage and canal-like. Keep these words in mind, passage and canal. We will be getting into that as we dig deeper. Let's see what else the Cleveland Clinic says about the shed, the vagina. Your vagina is an important part of both your internal and external reproductive anatomy. It is a powerful passage, so they use that word again right here, that plays a role in sex, menstruation, pregnancy, and childbirth. What is your vagina? Your vagina is a stretchy, muscular canal that is an important part of your reproductive anatomy. Many people refer to vaginas as a stand-in for all the reproductive parts associated with being assigned female at birth. But your vagina is just one essential organ that's a part of your reproductive and sexual health. So what this is saying right here is that many people call the entire thing the vagina when it is actually just this part right here, which I actually did not know that when I first read this. I realized that that is true. I did call the whole entire thing the vagina when I did mention this, but I did realize that with what they teach, this is the vagina right here. This is the specific part that is actually called the vagina. Your vagina is an essential part of your external genitals or your vulva, which allows you to experience sexual pleasure. And it's an important part of your internal reproductive system, which makes pregnancy and childbirth possible. So that is very, very important. Without this passage, this canal, there would be nowhere that the phallus would be able to enter the female to then inject his seed and create a baby to sustain the earth. Without this passageway in this canal, there would be nowhere that the baby could travel through to get to the other side and be reborn. Let's dive a little bit deeper into this topic. So, vagina opening, this is where your baby exits your body during childbirth and where period blood flows during menstruation. It's also the hole where a phallus, tampon, or menstrual cup can be inserted. A thin membrane called the hymen usually surrounds or partially covers your vaginal opening. This membrane may be stretched during sex, exercise, or even when you're inserting a tampon, and the stretching may or may not be painful. So let's get into the function of your shed. What does your vagina do? Your vagina enables you to experience sexual pleasure, channels period blood outside of your body, and plays a role in both pregnancy and childbirth. Sexual pleasure. The walls of your vagina contain nerve endings that allow you to experience pleasure. When a phallus penetrates your vagina expands and becomes lubricated when you're aroused to prevent the friction from feeling painful instead of pleasurable. Menstruation. You shed your uterus lining, endometrium, each month during your menstrual cycle, unless you become pregnant. The lining exits your body through your vagina as menstrual blood. You can insert tampons and menstrual cups inside of your vagina to manage the blood flow. Pregnancy. During phallus and vagina sex intercourse, sperm may get released into your vaginal canal if your partner ejaculates. Sperm has to swim from your vagina and through your uterus and fallopian tubes in order to fertilize an egg. And lastly, childbirth. People sometimes refer to the vagina as a birth canal when referring to its role during childbirth. Your baby travels from your uterus and through your vagina to be born. Your vaginal opening is your baby's last stop on its journey from your body to the outside world. Okay, beautiful. We have now knit all of this information in our minds. We now understand that the shed is a canal-like organ inside of the female body. We know that it is a powerful passage that plays an important role in sex, menstruation, pregnancy, and childbirth. This is where the baby exits and the blood flows. All of this beautiful information on the female reproductive organ, yet these specific words that are repetitively used go unexplained to the people and specifically to the youth when they're first getting taught this beautiful information on their bodies. Within the House of ATTON, we are here to change this system and re-explain the unexplained with ancestral artifacts over religious opinions. We will repetitively repeat the origins of this information. Within the House of ATTON, we reorganize and we reprogram our minds with the roots, the truth. We are here to bring you back to the original teachings, the original states of mind, the original frequency. So for those that are new and don't know etymology, it is the study of the origin of words and the way in which their meanings have changed throughout history. So one example is the word nice. You may think that it means kind or something that looks good or anything that you may think that it means. It actually does not mean what you think it means. The origin of that word means foolish and a variety of other things. So when you're saying you look nice or you are nice, your subconscious mind actually knows the roots of that word and the original frequency that that word holds. So when you are saying that someone looks nice or someone is nice, you are accidentally saying something negative to the person when you truly mean something positive. And most people do not understand this unless you are within the House of ATTON or unless you come across etymology and understand that most words that we speak do not mean what we think they mean. So as I was creating this presentation, I was taken for a ride through the many links and connections of the word passage. The more I dug, the more I began to understand the reason on why the phrase powerful passage was used so often. To offer being here with me to experience what I myself went through as I dug deeper. We will now traverse together within this web of truth. This is the etymology of the word passage. So, etymology of passage is a road, a pathway, an action of crossing from one place to another, a going over or through something, a means of crossing. And we will be looking at these three that I underlined right here for now, but the root is to spread right here. P-I-E root, Pete, to spread. So a road or a pathway is used to traverse, to cross from one place to another. And this right here looks very familiar on how we all got here. This looks very familiar. It looks like the vaginal canal, just how you got here through crossing from one place to another using a pathway or a road to traverse. So thighs, womb, doorway to the other world, the Tuat. This is page 85 in the Per Heru. This right here is from the great Saba Tehuti Amun Hotep Ra. This is his picture, and right here are his words, except for this right here. I also put this picture and this arrow to emphasize the relation of these two pictures right here. And this is from Tehuti's pod class, Stargate, CERN, Kemetic Portals, Melanin Healing, which is a very Nefer class. If you have not watched that, I definitely suggest that you go watch that. It is very powerful. And I will let Saba Tehuti explain himself what this picture is right here and what you are looking at. I'll play a clip from this video, and you will be able to listen to the great Saba Tehuti Amenhotep Ra explain.
And you would travel until you get into the doorway. And one of the ways for the doorway, the Tuat, the Duat, right, is also the word for womb or thighs. Okay, over here you see an image of the Vesica Pisces, and you see an image of what they're calling black holes or gateways. And inside, the connection from one realm to the next is a Vesica Pisces, which is the shape of the woman's vagina. Energy that serves the same purposes when it manifests on the physical plane, it usually takes the same shape, because what you're seeing as shape is just language manifested as a form that is going to look like another form that does the same thing. And you're just seeing it as the shape because you're seeing the image of what you think it looks like through your visual cortex, and it forms that shape because it does the same thing. The vagina is a portal from one realm to another realm, and so is the center of a vortex or this black hole, which they show as a Vesica Pisces, which is why a lot of pictures of Jesus is coming through this image right here. But these are the stargates.
Very, very Nefer to our great Saba. So the vortex of this wormhole depiction takes the shape of the Vesica Pisces, which is the shape of a woman's vagina. As we can see in the clip of Saba's Nefer teaching, he teaches that when energy serves the same purpose, it manifests in the physical plane, usually echoing the same shape. So that's why we saw that the same shape of the woman's vagina was the shape of the center of a vortex, of a wormhole. This wormhole vortex is a doorway. The vagina, the shed, and womb are also doorways in this material plane of existence. So that is very Nefer and very powerful to know as a female. Thus, the vagina, the shed, is a wormhole that has the ability to transfer energy from one plane of existence to another. When a being is born from the shed or shet, the vagina, it sheds its previous life in the realm before, being the Tuat, into the realm it's reborn in, being this world. As the being is born, it comes out of the womb, down the legs, the thighs. Thus, the womb is the doorway, the womb is the passage. And the thighs are the pathway, the road from one place to another. So going back to the etymology, this is where it ties in here. The thighs are the pathway, the road from one place to another. But wait. What is the Medu Neter word for thighs, leg, and womb? It is uar, or uaru, uart. Uar, to come forth of a child from the womb, to take flight, to escape, to depart, to melt away. Uaru, fugitive, flight, and uart. which is thigh, foot, leg, the two thighs. And again, these are all the same word. They all go to the same roots and they all interconnect to each other. And this is page 85 in the Purim Heru that Tehuti was speaking about. It says, Re, chapter of bringing charms, Heka, to Asar, Ani. And right here is the place where you would put your Ren, or your name, your sound frequency, to imbue yourself in these beautiful writings. So I would say Re En, In Heka, and Asar, Antu. I am Tem Kepri, who produced himself upon the leg, Uart, of his mut, his mother. So this is the word right here, Uart. And it says leg, it says the leg right here, but we know that it also means of a child from the womb, to come forth of a child from the womb, which is why Tehuti, the great Tehuti, put over here, if I go back, he puts thighs, womb, doorway to the other world, the Tuat. So these words have more than one meaning, and it is very, very nefer. And that is what we see here. They just put the leg for Uart. Here it says, I am Temu Kepri, who produced himself upon the leg of his mother. This is said because the thighs, the legs, are important in the process of giving birth, acting as a pathway, because the baby travels out of the vagina down the legs. The word uart is also womb, which we looked at before. So what the writing is conveying is that the ka produced itself within the mother's womb. And an extra jewel that is that the ka, the spirit, chooses its parents to gravitate downwards to, and uses its own ka to materialize itself within the womb. This is why the word for body is ka with a T at the end, kat. The T represents the production, creation of the ka, thus producing yourself from the legs, the womb of the mother, the mut. The ka is also known as the bioenergetic double, not just the spirit. Thus, your vagina is a portal to this realm and to the next realm. The female energy is what gives birth and allows you passageway to this life on the physical plane of existence and the afterlife. As above, so below, what happens in the microcosm is also happening in the macrocosm simultaneously. Let's continue. We will now go to spread. The original root of this word passage is to spread. Question for the class. In order for a female to get pregnant, what does she have to do in order to allow the man to plant his seed within her? So here we have the positive pregnancy test and the baby in the womb. Nefertatan says, melt us away, Antu, keep delivering. Fire, fire, fire. Dua very much. Okay, Superhero 34 says, spread her legs. Anu says, absorb the male semen to change her DNA. That's fire, yes. Menkuara Mary Ma'at says, ovulates. Yes. Tua Jason Kirkland for saying Nefer teachings. Tua Nukpu Nukpu for your axes. Okay, I will now continue on. Minty Hotep says, open the passage. Nukpu Nukpu says, Mary. Great job. So it is spread her legs. That is what I put here, although everyone is correct. Yes, she has to spread her legs. Without this action, there is no production of life. This movement is necessary for birth because in order to allow the baby to exit safely, the mother has to spread her legs. This movement gives the baby room to exit. As the baby exits, her shed is also spreading open as well and expanding to transition and deliver her baby from the womb into this world. So all three things that I listed here are happening simultaneously, as in they all spread in order to produce life. And this right here is the Nefer ancestors on how they depict themselves giving birth. And this as well right here is within all of the writings and is what the ancestors say themselves. And no, we do not lay down to give birth. They sat upright. So we know the female has to spread her legs to produce life, but what is the etymology of spread? Spread, to stretch out, lay out, close, hide, diffuse, disseminate beams of light, grace, advance over a wide area, to spread, stretch forth, extend, which is what the shed does itself, to spread out, and to strew. And if we go to strew, because this is the root right here, we see it means scatter about, spread loosely, to sprinkle, to strew, and also to spread. So it goes back to spread. These both interconnect, and we will be seeing strew within the other etymologies we go into, which is what connects all of these words together. What other word has the same root as strew and has to do with the shape of the vagina? It is speak. So speak has the same root, which is to strew. To utter words articulately without singing, have or use the power of speech to make a speech, to speak. And it goes back to strew. So speaking is entangled within this. That is a bomb. The word speak has the same etymological root as strew. The mouth is responsible for speaking. What is the Medu word for mouth? And how does it relate to the vagina? So this is the letter R, Ra, the mouth symbol. This has to do with sound vibration and is also the same word for utterance. So in the beginning as well, we read Re, which is the same word. It meant chapter. And that is another meaning of this Nefer word Ra. It pertains to the reproductive ability to speak and produce sexually. As we speak with sound utterance, we birth our reality into existence, just as the shed births you into existence. So as we can see, it has the same shape as Ra. Mouth and Ra have the same shape, and it has the same shape as the Vesica Pisces as well. And I put these pictures right next to each other so you can visually see what I am teaching and what I am saying and bringing forth. Re or Ra also means mouth, entrance, opening, door, gate, speech, words, deposition, opinion, mouth of a canal, door with two leaves, and door of the earth. Mouth of a canal and door of the earth. Ra. Okay, so let's flip this around 90 degrees. Let's flip Ra around 90 degrees and let's see what we get. So this is what we see when we flip that around 90 degrees. We see the exact shape of the vagina, the shed itself. So wow, the mouth flipped 90 degrees is the vagina. It is more than a coincidence that Ra or Re means mouth, entrance, opening, door, gate, mouth of a canal, and door of the earth. Both the mouth and the vagina, the shed, are the entrances, openings, door, gate to and from this world, mouth of a canal, and the door of the earth. The vagina, the shed, is literally the mouth, the gate, door of the earth. It is the entrance of the phallus, the mouth of a canal. The mouth and vagina are echoes of each other. Saba Tehuti has taught that this is one of the reasons why the area around our mouth and the area around the vagina, the shed, are called lips. Both manifestations produce and create life. And Anu just did a very Nefer class on DEW, which goes over producing life and manifesting with sound utterance. So what if I told you that both Re and shed have to do with speaking? So here is shed, shet. It also means to read, to recite, to pray, to mutter an incantation, to pronounce letters, to declaim poetry, to strike up a tune. Shetet, reading, recitation, incantation, spell, liturgy. So the same word, shet, shed, for vagina is the same word to pray, mutter an incantation. And re is mouth, entrance, opening, door, gate, speech, words, deposition, opinion. Re means speech and words. The word shed means to pray, mutter incantations, spell. You can only mutter incantations, cast spells, and pray with speech and words. So without this, you would not even be able to cast spells. Within your mind, you are also saying words. So it goes hand in hand both ways. Question for the chat. What popular position do the hands go in when reciting a prayer? So what is the popular position you see frequently when people are praying? Anu says, great class, Tua very much. Nefertatan says, uh-oh. Tua very much, great sister. Anu says this, and he shows hands together. And so does Nefertatan. She did the same thing with hands together. And Yoto Kor says, great, thank you. You're welcome. And Nefertatan says, got you, Sinette. Tua very much. I appreciate you greatly. So yes, they put their hands together, and this looks a little familiar, doesn't it? Putting your hands together in the prayer position, you are literally making the shape of the shed itself. And you can see that here. And I put this over it to further emphasize the shape that we are seeing right here. Here's this lady with her hands together. And here's the shed. And here's Ra, 90 degrees. It's all the same shape. Speaking utterances, reciting prayer with your ray, your mouth, into the doorway, the vagina, to higher being or beings in Pet, the higher conscious realm, or what people call heaven. The shed, ray, vagina, mouth is the doorway they are using to converse with energies in the Tuat. So they're speaking into the doorway to speak to other people on the other side. They're literally putting their mouth into the doorway. So the messages can be heard on the other side because the shed is the doorway. Let us now take a look into the etymology of sprout. We will see how life expanding from the shed, the vagina, connects to a special flower. So etymology of sprout, to spring forth, grow, shoot forth as a bud. To strew, so this connects as well, as I said earlier in class, that they all connect with to strew, to spread. Okay, great. We will now dive into a very beautiful flower that is the imbuement of this etymology of springing forth, grow, shoot forth as a bud. The lotus flower. I will show you 2 separate videos that I edited into one video. This video will show the relation between the lotus flower springing forth and you as a bud, an egg, a baby, springing forth from the shed. So these 2 videos will play simultaneously, and it will show you that this is the rebirth of you when you were a seed in your mother's ovary.
Our story begins with a tiny seed, a speck of potential hidden within a hard shell. As it sinks into the soft, inviting mud at the bottom of a pond or river, the seed embarks on its remarkable journey. The warmth and moisture stimulate the seed, urging it to break its shell and send out a tentative root to anchor itself in the mud. Days turn into weeks, and the root lengthens, reaching out into the surrounding mud, absorbing nutrients and growing stronger. Soon, a stem begins to grow upwards, a green tendril winding its way towards the light. As weeks become months, the stem breaks the surface of the water, reaching out into the open air. The bud, once hidden beneath the water, now rises above the leaves. As the sun's rays warm the bud, it opens to reveal a stunning flower.
So this is the rebirth of you when you were a seed in your mother's ovary. Absolutely, Nefer, life expanding. Not only does this Nefer flower represent and imbue the sprouting and shooting forth of a bud, it also represents you being reborn. You are the being that springs forth and grows. You shoot forth first as a bud and sprouts into a fully developed being that is formed by your original body, your Ka. You are the being who develops in the waters and bursts out of the waters as the Sa, Sat, son, S-O-N, or S-U-N, which is the same word, or daughter. You are a sprouted bud that has grown into a flower when you spring forth from the shed, the vagina. You travel through a portal, the vagina, from the TEHUT'S, which is the underworld, the world that is beneath this world, to this world. You are the baby that travels through the birth canal. Question for the class: what is a canal? Do you know what a canal is? And not the female canal, but a canal that is out in nature. What is a canal? Anu says a body of water used for irrigation. Nukpu says a body of water. Jason Kirkland says boat. Yes. Water canal. To travel through. Nukpu says to travel through. Minty Hotep says streaming flow of. Nefer, to our very much again to you all for being here and your Nefer answers and being in the chats and just supporting and doing all that you do. To our very, very much. I appreciate you all very deeply. Okay, so we will continue. What is a canal? This is just the regular definition. Canal is an artificial waterway constructed to allow the passage of boats or ships inland or to convey water for irrigation. So this is what it looks like here. We will continue. Canal. This is now the etymology of canal. Tubular passage in the body through which fluids or solids pass. A pipe for liquid, water channel, tube, pipe, gutter, artificial waterway for irrigation or navigation. Childbirth. So I put these together so you can see the links to these words. Childbirth, people sometimes refer to the vagina as a birth canal when referring to its role during childbirth. Your baby travels from your uterus and through your vagina to be born. Your vaginal opening is your baby's last stop on its journey from your body to the outside world. So the canal is the tubular passage in which fluids and solids pass, which is the birthing process itself. So the fluids are the water that breaks, and the solids is you when you were a baby being born. This is exactly why the shed, the vagina, is also known as a canal and why they use the term birth canal so repetitively. So this is it right here. This Nefer understanding. Tubular passage in which you pass. Now guess what the word is for canal in Medu Neter. Now a hint for this is it's in a part of what I already explained. It's connected to a word I already showed. So what do you think it is? You can take some guesses, get the suspense up. Anu says quiet because he knows the answer because I presented this to him already. Nukpu says shetet. Okay. Nukpu says Saba ? Great answers. Okay, I'll wait a few more moments. Again, to everyone here, I hope you're enjoying this class as much as I'm enjoying it presenting to you. I did this for you all and for the young ones and just for the love of everyone. Minty says, nut? Nefertatin says, not sure. Insert drum roll. Jason Kirkland says, Ua. Nukpu says, yes, Tua Nefer. Okay, I will continue. Tua Nefertatin for the drum roll. Let's see what it is. And Nefertatin says Milky Way with a question mark. Okay, it is Uar. Uart. It is the same word I showed earlier from to come forth of a child from the womb, to take flight, to escape, to depart, to melt away. And the thigh, foot, and leg, the two thighs, uart. It also means uart, bend of a canal or lake. It means uart, the name of a bend in a hill or of a portion of the mountain at Abydos, which is really Ept. Abydos is the Greek word for Ept, which was sacred to Asar. Near it was a passage or corridor with a canal in it or near it, by which offerings were supposed to be transported to the other world. So a canal and transported to the other world, bend of a canal or lake. Canal, and this is the picture of it, the glyph of it, of canal itself, and that is right here. And yes, very nefer. It is the same word for womb as I presented earlier in class, because you, as the ku, the consciousness, traveling within the boat, which is your consciousness. So if you are studying under the great Saba Tehuti Amenhotep Ra, you would understand that the boat is your consciousness. You are traveling as the boat through the canal of the Great Mother to be reborn, just as a boat travels from one body of water to get to another body of water. You're traveling from the Tuat to this realm through your mother's womb, the canal. That is what you are traversing through, and you are the boat. You are the consciousness. You are the ku. Tua to the Pa-Em Ta-Meri, the ancestors of the land of love for their brilliance. The female is the portal. She is the doorway. Her womb is the portal to this world and the afterlife. Her birth canal is the area of navigation in which allows you passageway to this world to be reborn. Henu to the Natiru, our ancestors, who continue to teach and give us life. Henu to Het Heru for being the protector, the house of Heru. Henu to Mut, the mother. We all began surrounded by the mother, Mut. All food and life source came from her. She was and is our first protection. Henu to all the Nefer sisters who are carrying a child at this moment, who have birthed, and those who will carry and birth. You are powerful and beautiful in so many ways. Tuah, for all that you do daily, every day. Tuah, so much for all that you do. You are very loved and supported for all that you do. You are Nefer. You are life expanding. And I will end with this beautiful Heka, this chapter in the Purim Haru. Purim Haru means coming forth by day. This is a part of the ritual that Anu and I do every single night. It is Chet in Asar on Antu, Chet, Ib-E, and Mut-E, Ib-E and Muti Sebsen, Hati-E, and Keperu-E, M-Aha, Ur-E, and Meter, M-Kesef, Ur-E, and Chat-Chat, M-Aret, Rek, Ur-E, and Ba-Iri, Makait, Intek, Ka-E, Im, Kati, Kenem Satucha, At-E, Pernek, Ur-Bu, Nefer, Hen-E-Im. Speech by Asar, scribe Antu, saith, my heart, my mother twice, my heart, my mother, my heart of my coming into being, may there not be resistance to me in judgment, may there not be repulse to me on the part of the divine chiefs, may they not make thy separation from me in the presence of the possessor of the scales, the Makait. Thou art my Ka, within my Kat, my body, which formeth and strengtheneth my limbs. Mayest thou come forth to the place of happiness, to which I advance there, to which we advance there. Hotep, I am done to offer your attention and absorption of my first class within the house of ATEN. I appreciate you all deeply. You all are a part of creating me and who I am becoming. The Neteru are powerful, alive, eternal, and are here to bring back Ma'at. Ankh Ujaseneb Hotep. Brought back into the minds of the people by Antu. Tuah. What's up, Mary?
You see, that's how it's done.
Hotep. Okay, let me come back to the screen here. All right, Hotep Henu. Let's give Antu another round of applause. Dua. That was wonderful. That was very wonderful, Antu. There was a lot of information in there. Yeah, that was excellent. Before we explain some things, I'll put the link in the chat if anyone wants to come up and give Antu some words. So yes, Tuah, Antu, for bringing this forward, and Tuah for what you explained in the beginning. Hotep Anu, Hotep, peace. Tuah for explaining what you did in the beginning about you not being taught or shown any of what you just taught, and how that plays a major part within the mind of the female when she is coming into age and having to figure out all of these bodily changes with no explanation. I can imagine how frightening that can be when, you know, one day you're just bleeding profusely with no information. It's like, what is happening? So Tua for sharing that personal story with us and being the one to now lead by example with that and being the change that you want to see, and having this be your introduction into teaching and presenting on a high level. It's very powerful and very important for the young ladies to have this type of guidance. So I'm very thankful for you for bringing this forward and teaching on this topic to here's the great Saba Tehuti says, wonderful Antu, a great representation of dedication and loyalty, feminine facts.
Yo, let's go.
But yes, teaching on this topic and giving the young ladies the information, and while simultaneously teaching it from the ancient perspective and giving the power back to you, and teaching on the importance of what you embody, which is the portal. So I love how you went into the word sheded or shed, and how that also means to speak and speech and prayer, and of course emphasizing the hands, and so that's very powerful to bring forward. It really it just puts an extra emphasis on the importance of your khat, which is also the word for body, right? And it just gives a netiru vibration associated to what's within you, the ka, which creates the khat, and how powerful it is, and how sacred it is, and that's absolutely missing today, 1000%. So Tua for reestablishing the foundation of the teachings through Ma'at, and the importance of who you are and what you represent as a Hemet. So Tua for that, going into that. And I also love how you did did your presentation and did it in a stakes now, because I pay attention to the technical stuff as well. So that was wonderful. I love the animations within your paragraphs. It's extremely creative, very creative, and a living presentation. So Tua for that, and the extra time that you took to make it very pretty and concise and perfect. I mean, it was perfect. So Tua for that, and the OR. I love what you did there, and you did for those who watch battle rap. I don't know if you watch battle rap, but It's a setup, punchline, and you did that phenomenally. It was perfect. It was timed perfect. So you did absolutely wonderful. 2 out for the Perm Haru passages that you put in there, and showing, emphasizing on what you were showing. So I'm extremely happy and impressed with what you just did, and the flow of how you presented it, and the confidence that you come forth with when teaching. You're absolute natural. So tuahinu to you. I'll let the great brothers speak, but excellent, accurate, nefer work, ANTU.
Tua, very, very much. Your words mean a lot, and I appreciate it very much, Tua.
Yes, Ninika. All right, great brothers. Anyone you want to go next, Minku?
Yes, Anu Hotep. Peace and love to ANTU for all that you are and what you do for the HOA. Congratulations on a very, very effort. Feel like these are what we are doing is just really unique and really powerful, very special. So I don't know what to call. I don't know what to call these anymore, because I don't feel like it's. I mean, of course, it's the obvious things, right? Like it's a share, it's an exploration, a teaching is happening. But I think the healing part is really beautiful. Just a representation of Tamari and the Netru is I don't know, words. I don't know why words don't work for me that well, and I still have a lot of growing to do, and I'm catching up to everything that has been happening. But I really love how you touched on the etymology of passage, right? The powerful passage, which is a road, a pathway, action of crossing from one place to another. Of course, with the pathways to awakening on the horizon, the feminine energy being a portal for life into this realm is also the pathways to awakening, because when a baby is born, it's being awakened to this realm, right? It's really beautiful. It's really powerful. I'm not gonna try and be deep or anything. What you did just spoke for itself. But I really love the parallel to the pathways to awakening, and showing how important the feminine energy is, and how much it needs to be nurtured more than I think we've learned how to really love each other and treat each other, especially the feminine energy. I also like in the etymology, it's a going over or through something, and so for those that have participated in the pathways to awakening and will participate in the pathways to awakening, you definitely will be going through something, and it's definitely a crossing from one place to another place, especially for those that will receive their Ren, right? So I really like the parallels to that. And then I like how you discuss going from one realm to another realm. Yeah, so everything that I'm learning through from Saba, and just from learning the history and the culture and how the Netru lived, this whole idea of realms and portals really mean a lot to me, because I think, like Ani was talking about too, when we read the Meta Netter, it's like, how do we come to understand it from a perspective different than English? well, how do we come to understand the Neteru and Tamari and followers of Ma'at from a perspective different than what we've experienced in this day and time? So I really love the idea of a portal. And way before I even was really coming into this information and Saba crossed my path, or he attracted me or I attracted him, I actually literally said this to a female once. I said, I think we were talking about like male female dynamics, and I was saying to her that the female is a portal for life into this realm. And I don't even know where that came from. Nobody taught me that. I never read that. It was just something that I knew. It's kind of obvious, but I think it's not obvious. So Tua, for your wonderful share. Tua for clarifying further with showing the videos from Saba and his teaching. That is always a beautiful thing to do. I really love how you read from the Perdem Haru, especially, I think it was plate 3, the speech from Asar. That was very beautiful. Yeah, everything. I just love everything about it. So I'm gonna give you this. Y'all know I don't like to talk. I don't know if y'all can see. Oh, y'all can't really see this. Let me see. I'm calling myself the ghost face netter of the HOA. I don't think you can really see this because of my virtual background. Let me see if I can. Well, you can kind of see it. But there's the mutz, and then there's the Uwajit, and then let me see if I can get it in. And there's the Ararat, which is so-called Cobra. So I wanted to give you that. And then I wanted to give you one of these, of course. And then you taught on this, the flower and the seeds. And then I want to give you these. So Henu Hotel for your representation. Oh, I forgot one thing. This is for being a priestess on your journey to be the Turks. Keep fighting, keep representing. This is extremely special for the feminine energy that needs to be nurtured and built up. Because I know it cannot be easy for the feminine energy sometimes in this realm. It's kind of crazy. So Hinu Hotep, that was wonderful. Peace.
Tua, very, very much for all of your words. I really appreciated how you brought up the pathways to awakening. That is a Nefer connection. I actually did not think of that. So Tua, very much. That was very powerful. I appreciate all of your words. Tua Hotep Mary.
Hotep, great sister. That was wonderful. That was Nefer. And just so that you know, I watched it with my children and my mate. So as the youth, I don't know how many other youths were watching it. My eldest daughter fell asleep, so it was very relaxing and calming. And it still goes into the subconscious. So Tua for that. I will be quizzing my younger daughter on it. And I want to thank you for this presentation, because so many of us, like you, we didn't grow up having these types of conversations with our loved ones, with our family. We learn about this type of information from ISFET sources. We learn about it in a way that it's not necessarily beneficial to us, or we don't get the real deal. So thank you for that, Tua, for that. And I did share it when you said it was for the youth. I was actually on my way out, but I stopped and I said, you know what, I'm just gonna put this on for them. You know, it's very the time that we're in and what we're doing up here. These conversations become very easy once the truth is presented to us. So I too, my life was changed when I met Saba on Killer Priest show as well. So I just want to let you know that you're not alone in that. And thank you for this wonderful teaching. I love how you showed the video, the simultaneous video of the flower budding and the child being born. That was very nefer. I did recognize the style too as you were going. It was well, I said, oh, that's how Saba does it. That's how Ani does it. I love it. I love the style. I love that. I love how you touched on the or and the etymology and how you read from the Per Imheru. Also want to tell you, you do a great job with the posts. They pop up all the time. I love it. I love that we're all, you know, playing our role and stepping in. And I love that, that now we have feminine energy coming forth and presenting. It's so nefer, and it's so necessary, because for so long it was just the guys, you know, it was just the men up here, and we would, you know, we do what we do our part, but you know, we're not complete without our other half, our better half, you know. So it's good to see you up there, great brother, next to your nefer mate. And that presentation was absolutely fire, and I appreciate it. And you said it was for the youth, so I went downstairs and cut off whatever, I don't even know what they was watching. I put it on, and they was like, how long is this gonna be? And then I realized that, you know what, I was like, let me sit here and watch it with them. Let me watch it, so we'll watch it together. And you know, sometimes trying to keep children's attention is very difficult. So, you know, they were in and out, but like I told them, I said, it wasn't absorbed into your subconscious. And you'll get to a place to where it will mean something, and it will, you know, like the way the memory works, it'll come out when it's necessary. Plus, I'm gonna be quizzing them on it anyway, because it's a few things they're gonna have to run it back, because the presentation was very, very potent, very powerful, very mighty, very second. But it was short, and it was very powerful. So they're gonna have to run that one back, because I'm definitely going to quiz them on that, because just having these conversations with, you know, having girls, having daughters, it's these conversations are not had in the household, you know, and it's important. It's very important, because the thing about it is that our children are going to learn either from us, or they're going to learn from someone else. So you kept it 100% Ma'at, and that's the way the children should learn. That's the way we should learn. That's how Saba teaches, and that's what resonates with us. So, you know, Tua, for that, great sister. I really appreciate you. I really appreciate that. And you presented it for all of us, and you specifically mentioned for the children. So I just want you to know that my two children watched that. We all watched it together, my mate too. So Tua, for that, we're all in different places, you know, in our evolution and elevation. But I do want you to know that they definitely watched it. That's what took me so long to come back and come in here and get on and get live. And my mate was like, she's waiting for somebody to come up. And I was having a conversation with my daughter, trying to quiz her right then and there. But Tua, for that, just thank you very, very, very much. So I appreciate you. I appreciate these teachings. And I encourage everyone that has children. You all know we were all brought up in this matrix together, and these types of conversations are not generally had in the household. And when they are, they're presented in a birds and the bees type of isfet scenario. So to get the real uncut. I thank you for that. So Tua from my Eve to yours, Hotep Henu.
Hotep Henu, Tua very much. I appreciate that very much. It means a lot to me, more than words can explain, to know that your children watched it and your mates, and that is just very nefer, and it means so much to me. So Tua very much to them, Tua very much to you, Henu. I appreciate you all very much. Hotep.
Welcome, Nefertatan.
Mic check. Can I be heard?
Yes.
Okay. First off, I missed part of the class, but it was so filling. It was so assuring. I thank you so much for this rooting, Antu, and it's a beautiful momentum when we could just come forward. First and foremost, right away, I love your pace. Like, you truly put us in a womb, and you're gestating and feeding us and just doing it in your own nefer way. You know, I don't know how long your journey has been in Ma'at, but I could feel just how enriched and how it really is in your blood, and that you live it every single day. So it's such a nefer example, not only for the children, but for the Naturts and the women. Like, we need this, and you can tell through whether it's you, Nefer Keperet, or myself, the women that have come forward. There's such a healing, even though it's different expressions of Ma'at, there's a constant healing, and that just shows how much the feminine presence is needed to support the brothers and to support the Natiru in this organization and on the globe. So I'm just smiling, you know, there's things I'm putting together, and this gave me the unk. It truly gave me the life and the way you framed it. And I love the prayer that you put in the end, because it truly is an unk. And Saba's broken that down in infinite ways now as well. But it also gave schooling. You know, Ankh also represents school. So the fact that midway presentation, Atep is bestowing that into his children is so nefer. And I'm so excited. Like, I was just a cheerleader this whole entire presentation. So just speaks to the beauty of Ma'at, that it's not about competition. It's like, no, come forward and just add to the nefer bag. Everyone just keep adding and adding. My next presentation is going to be doubly great because of what you decided to come forward with. So just keep going. It's beautiful, and I'm right there behind you, and let's go.
Yo, let's go.
That's the right one. That's the right tone. Yeah.
Your words are so nefer. They mean so much to me, and I appreciate your coup very much. I definitely felt your energy, your supportive energy. It made me smile and feel good when I read your comments. It was very nefer. I appreciate you very much. To offer being here and being who you are and being the nefer Sinets that you are to us so much.
Hotep Henu, Nefertatan, Tua for coming up and letting us hear your Medu. Yeah, it's got the great sisters supporting each other. Hotep Henu to the wonderful, lovely Aker Sekim, Nani Aset Mer, who's here with us, who says greetings, everyone. All right, great brother Anu. Hotep, great brother, let's hear some words from you.
Hotep with a son. Well, Antu very much for this nefer class. I'm very proud of you. I'm very proud of you for coming forth with this topic. It was the perfect topic for all the females, all the males, all the families, for yourself. I think it's absolutely nefer that there will be thousands of females, young women that are wandering the internet looking for truth, and that you will be the first person to teach them about their reproductive system and the power that it has. There are a lot of people out there that don't have any guidance, people out there that don't have any parents, are foster homes, that their parents aren't there for them. And it's very beautiful that you are here to teach them, the females, why they are a female. and even for maybe the confused people out there as well. Because today they got wild stuff going on. I love the whole presentation. I loved how you went through the presentation, all the different aspects that you connected throughout the presentation, that etymology that you put into the presentation, the little extra jewels you put in. I love how you entangled it with the culture, with immortality, and showed the true power of the female. The scientists, they study wormholes and portals and stuff like that. Some say it exists, some say it don't. And they don't really need to study it because it's here on Earth. Right here. So 2L very much for showing that. 2L for interlinking it with Sabatuti's class that he taught. 2L for showing that it's about being repetitive and consistent in the teachings and connecting them to each other to help people remember the teachings, and so that way they imbue the teachings. I'm very appreciative and thankful that our future children will be able to see this. Other people's children will see this in the future. It's absolutely beautiful, absolutely nefer. I think I can foresee people in the future giving you thanks and praise for this class and your future classes, because it really is something that is important for a lot of people. Like I said, there's people out there that don't have families, and I can't fathom what they feel like or what they will feel like when they come across this class, but it must feel like they are being born again through the womb, the shed. So that's very beautiful how you also made a class about the vortex, and you yourself are that wormhole. You yourself are that shed, and the class itself is a wormhole. It is a shed. People are going to watch this class. Like Nefertiti said, it's like you're in the womb. You're going to come out completely different, transported from one world to another. I don't know what people think, what females think about their reproductive system when they're not in Ma'at. However, I know that it will be completely different after they watch this class. So that's absolutely nefer, how that magic all tangled together. I love the words you chose for various different paragraphs and how it all has to do with Marie Hekau, sex magic. I love the creativity because you are extremely creative. I'm happy that you showed that in this class. I love the way that you brought in the Medu word for canal at the end. And it's like you didn't just show it in the beginning, you came back with it at the end. So that way it reestablished itself in people's minds, and how you summed up the Medu at the end of showing it. That was very nefer and beautiful. I love how it wasn't a long class, because like Atef said, it's hard to keep children's attention. So it's good that it was a shorter class, definitely, and it will make it easier for children to study the creativity, the moving images. I like how you put that in there for many reasons, and one of the reasons because it will keep the kids' attention and it will inspire them to make classes like this in the future as well. You definitely open up a new door for being the first female to have a class like this. That is very beautiful. I'm very appreciative of that, and you definitely made history today with this master class, showing your dedication and your loyalty and your creativity and your preparations for being a mut in this realm. To very much. What's up, Marie? I'm very proud of you.
What's up, Mary? To us so much. As you know, you are the reason why I'm on this panel. You created me into who I am, and without you, I would not be able to do this. You have transformed my mind, and I'm now able to teach others with a organized mind because of you and how you structured my mind way back when we were younger children. So I'm very appreciative of all of your words. You said very nefer things, and it means a lot to me to hear it from you. As you know, it means the world. And Tua for everything. Hotep Mary Heh. I love you for eternity.
I love you for eternity too. And Tua for making this class too with all that you have to do. So she's definitely the backbone to the Jed. She does a lot of stuff. So it's a miracle this class came out, definitely. When all the other classes come out in the future, it's going to be even more of a miracle because she keeps growing every day. So
Tua very much.
Wonderful, very powerful. We have the lovely Minty Hotep with a nice addition to Ma'at in the back. I love that.
Peace, Hotep.
Peace.
Peace. Yeah, this is something, another project that is being worked on. But I came on to show some support to Sister Antu. That was phenomenal. That was very beautiful. It was very nefer. Like everyone had expressed it, you know, I think it's perfect for the children. It's perfect. The way that you explained everything, it was very beautiful.
Tua very much for your support and your words. I'm very happy to see you here. Hotep and Mary to you. Tua for your energy and your coup. I wish for you to expand in all beautiful ways that you need and you desire.
Tua. I just want to say what my favorite part was. My favorite part was the name of it, the portal. Right now we're going through a major shift. I don't know if other people feel it, but Saba has taught about the Mandela effect and shifts in portals. And I'm so glad you brought this up because I want people to really understand that this is a real thing. It's a real shift. The portals are real. And you explain that, you made that plain in your presentation that it's an actual thing. So if a baby can come down that portal and be born, that we all came out of portals. And it's, you know, it's a lot for people to wrap their consciousness around that concept because it seems like it's something out of the movies. It seems very sci-fi, but the portals are an actual thing. And the more that we understand that for ourselves, we can use that to our advantage to skip to the highest timeline possible. So Tua for bringing that forth.
Definitely. Nini Ook and Tua for your words. That was very powerful and nefer Tua very much.
Nani Ak.
All right, wonderful. Yes, very powerful. This is amazing what's taking place. Again, Tua Antu for coming forth with this and staying consistent in all the things that you are doing. It's only going to elevate you to heights that you may not have known is possible for you. So Tua for all that you are doing, and you as well, great Anu, for leading by example, great brother. So Tua. And yes, the support links are posted at the top of the chat. Support this great sister, support this class, and what you see here. So Tua Hinu to all the Maru who do so, who support this, and because this is the only place where this is going to take place, and have such just nefer powerful, beautiful energy that's based in Ma'at. And I love what the great Saba said, feminine facts, because there's a lot of, like the great Anu said, there's a lot of feminine falsehood out here. So Tua for bringing the feminine facts. Okay, let me start to share some of the great support for this wonderful class here. Great brother Tefrem Kemai, you have your sounds?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Let me share the screen here, and we will start with the great brother Primordial Thought 9, who sends in $15 for Tua ANTU for taking that first step.
Spoke that heck out on that. Spoke that heck out on that.
To Hotep, to the great Primordial Thought 9, for everything that you do, great brother, and supporting in all the ways that you do, and for all of the Nefer Aku that you bring forth, great brother. And it's just wonderful to have you up here with us, building. So Tuahinu to you. All right, and next we have the great brother Nook Poo, who sends in 333 for Henu Order Sinet Nefer Neteret Antu Hotep Marie Ib Ku Ma'at. Yes, Hotep Henu to the great Nook Poo, who always is supporting, who always is active in the chats, always participating and making sure that his tones are coming through every day. So Henu and Tua to you, great brother Nook Poo, for that consistency and always emanating the tones of Medu and Dua. Great brother. So Tua for appreciating and supporting. Great Karu. All right. Next, we have the great brother, the great Karu Aksafek, who sends in 2072 for Hinu Antu Dua for your Nefer Sebayit. Yes, the great brother Aksafek, Hotep Henu. Yeah, this great brother is excellent. Supports from the very beginning. Has supported everything that the House of ATEN brings forth, and we appreciate you, great brother, for that. So Tua, and for your Nefer Medu for Antu here. So Tua, great brother Aksafek. All right, and let's see here. We have, we have Watermelon TV in the building. Here we go, Watermelon TV, Israel Hoyley, who sends in $20 for support. Hotep Henu to Israel Hoyley, who is here with us in the chat. Peace to you, great brother. Tua for supporting. Always love when you come up to the panel as well, and let everyone hear your cur. Great brother. So Tua for this and supporting the way that you do, great brother, and always representing, and Tua for sharing this as well to your neighbors as well. You said you have your neighbors watching. So Tua for spreading the information, great brother. All right. And I think we have a few more here to show. Let me see if I can show this.
Ani, while you're looking that up, I just wanted to add, it's one of the things that I find so great about Ma'at is how, Antu, in your presentation, you kept circling us back to the same points, the same Medu, and it was new every time. Like it truly felt like a rebirth. You know, in school, you know, you get beaten down with the same information over and over again, and you want to tune it out. Like it was the complete opposite of that. It just got more enriched, deeper and deeper every time. So Dua for your process and how that manifested, and taking a bit of Saba and how he's able to master that and really embody that in your presentation. And that's really what we need, but that's also what our children are going to need too, and just having it be so alive and having it be so fresh every time. So had to give that extra kest to you. Hotep.
Hotep Tua very much. That was very nefer to hear that and that perspective. I appreciate that very much for you bringing that forth.
All right, and next we have the great Minty Hotep, who sends in 222 for divide. Is that supposed to be divine, Minty? You can read this.
Yes, it's for Divine Natert Marie, Henu Nefer Antu. And I love the braids, sister.
Everything is beautiful in life.
I love the braids. Yeah, we're here, and we're the best. Yeah, I don't. My phone does this autocorrect. I argue with it on a daily basis. It just changes everything that I write into something else. So yes, it's divine.
Okay, Tua Minty. Yes, Tua. I'm so happy to see you on the panel and hear your cur. Tua for supporting the way that you do and coming forth in Ma'at, being a great representation of your Ren. So Tua very much, Minty
Yes,
Hotep.
absolutely, Nani. It's my pleasure. I do what I can where I can.
Absolutely, yes you do. All right, and we have, I think, one more to show, one more support. For those who are watching on the playback, if you appreciate this class, this is what it looks like when you support the House of ATTON. We give our adoration and dua to each and individual person. So it's a beautiful thing. And here we are. We have support the House of ATTON 4581. Who is this from? This is from Nefer Tatin. Adoration, or you can read it, Nefer Tatin. Let you read it.
Sure. Adoration. Dua Antu for the rebirth of Sakim, the memory of being Shed Em Ta, doorway upon earth. Dua Sanet.
Humans have asked us to play by their rules.
I know, but why is a triangle red low?
Oh, you talking about that here?
No, yeah. I don't get that triangle red low stuff.
Yeah, they got those in museums. You actually can see some of those.
To Hotep, Henu, Nefertatin. Appreciate you coming forth as you do, supporting the House of ATTON, bringing forth the powerful Medu in the way that you do, and yes, being a great representation of what it means to live within Ma'at. So Tua for that. Okay. Brother Tefrim Kim Ma'at is funny. All right, let's welcome the good brother Superhero 34 to the panel. Hotep, peace. We can't hear you.
How about now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, there you go. I just came to say it's good to see more sisters on the panel. The energy feels a lot more balanced up here, and I'm gonna have to watch this beautiful class again because, as always, something's always trying to pull me away from the class, and I'm just not gonna let that happen. But it's an honor to be here, and thank you for letting me up here. Tua.
Tua very much for your words and coming on here to express.
All right. Yes, Hotep Henu. Tua to everyone who supports, who supported this wonderful class that ANTU brought forth. Ox Effect, Israel Hoyley, Nefertatin, Nukpu, Primordial Thought 9, Minty Hotep. We appreciate you and extremely grateful, highly grateful for everyone who sees what's taking place and appreciates this enough to show some reciprocity, because there is a lot that goes into this. So it's a beautiful thing. So Tua ANTU for coming forth, pushing through whatever you needed to push through to bring this forward, and for this to be your first time doing something like this. You did amazing. Yeah, no one would know. You look like you've been doing this for years. So Tua for that, and looking forward to your continued advancement and your future creations and productions, because these presentations are turning into full productions. Yeah, so Tua for your creativity, and for your Marie, and again for your vulnerability in building this class around that to heal. So Tua for that. So yes, well, if anyone has any words that they'd like to add on to before we close out, we'll give some closing statements. And yes, everyone, make sure to go back and watch this class, share it with your children, share it with your nieces and your sisters if you have them. Share this to the young ones. Normalize this. It's a beautiful thing. So Tua, and so we'll start with you, Superhero 34, and then we'll work our way up. Hotep.
Well, I don't have a lot to say, but I'm just grateful that you came forward to teach this class, and I look forward to learning and relearning everything you went over, especially since it ties into a lot of previous teachings. So thank you, Anu, and thank you for everyone on the panel being here and coming forward, and thank you everyone who supported this, and Tua.
Minty Hotep, you can go next, sister.
Yes, peace. So, looking forward to a part 2. I think a part 2 would be great. I really think that this teaching should be, I don't know if you've done youth counseling, but I think the way you teach, it's very nefer. And being a youth counselor and counseling young girls, young women about what you taught about today, I think that would be very powerful. So I appreciate all the work and the consistency that you put in, that everyone puts in here at House of ATTON. And it's just very refreshing to have these lessons to always go back to. So Tua for your time.
Hotep. I'm gonna continue the Nefer, Henu, and Adoration. I love the music. I don't know whose choice that was. I love the flow, the jazz, and really taking it to a Kesbet state, like a blues state. It was such a interconnected presentation, or I should say preceptation. Definitely preceptation. I don't know. We may have to add that one to it, but I'm just happy to see other sisters really, truly love Ma'at and want to come forward with it. You know, I know Minty, you're right beside me. I don't know, maybe you're the next one. Give us a little mural breakdown presentation. I mean, it's happening little by little, but every little part that you add to your presentation is like a ripple effect in the consciousness of the earth right now. So just keep coming forward, keep being inspiring, and keep being inspired. There's so much that just like you said in my presentation, there was something that I did that you couldn't quite put your words on. You know, it's likewise the same thing for me. So do it for everyone coming on the panel and seeing the value of being here than rather an Isfet in the Matrix. And Tua to you, brother, at the bottom there, of offending the Isfet, getting your Netter axes up and coming forward on the screen, because people don't realize when you come to the screen, there's Heka here. There's Heka here, and it truly blesses us and strengthens us in our day-to-day. So Hotep Ma'at, may everybody's blessings continue to never expand. Peace.
Yes, Hotep Henu. Tua everyone for your attention. Without your attention, this can never exist. Excellent job, ANTU. Tua Anu. Both of you are very powerful, and I'm grateful to have both of you within the PER. So thank you. And I'm looking forward to seeing both of you in building the Pathways to Awakening. Sekem M Arit, Mader Ka'a, Semu Hatu Natiru, Pert Ent Hetep. I obtain the power to do what pleases my Ka. May the hearts of the Natiru lead me. I come forth in peace. Dua.
I know what to share now.
Yes, I will go. Dua to Antu for this Nefer class, for making history with this class. Dua to everybody that gave their attention to this class and who will give their attention to this class in the future. The attention you give towards the HOA allows it to grow. There's many classes on that throughout the House of ATEN. Observation makes particles move. So to all very much for your attention. Go out to everybody who shares the class and supports the classes and shares the other classes as well. To everybody who lives what they're learning and not just learning it to sneak learn and use it for debate. That will not end well for you. To everybody on the panel for being here, for all being alive and healthy. To everybody in the chat for being alive and healthy. I'm proud of ANTU for bringing this forth. She did great. She will continue to do great. I asked her if she was nervous. She said no. I was surprised. She did absolutely great. She definitely showed she wasn't nervous. She was very, and still is very, determined to get this information out to the people. And whether the people accept it or not is up to them. She wants to provide it to help people. I'm very appreciative of her doing that. Henry to Sabatuti for being the inspiration. Henry to his netterts for all that they do and for being the feminine inspiration. I'm appreciative of all of you here on the panel for all that you do for the HOA. It's absolutely nefer. Looking forward to seeing you all at whoever is going to the pathways. I look forward to seeing you all at the pathways and building. And I will end with an adoration to ANTU. Iau nek, ANTU ubin em neb, shehet, tau em heru en mestu ti. ANTU sak, atk, tut, is, Huai, en nub, mau, tehi, heru neb. ANTU. Praises be to thee, ANTU, rising like gold illuminating the two lands on the day of her birth. ANTU gathers together her limbs, image behold that of gold, being renewed thyself every day. Hail ANTU. Hotep Mary.
To all very, very much for that. That was very nefer and powerful. I appreciate you very much. And I appreciate everyone's words on the panel and everyone in the chat as well. You all mean so much to me, more than these words can describe. And being on here in general is something that I can't describe. I'm so thankful beyond these words. I can't express it enough. It is a jewel and a gift to be on here with you all and grow within the beautiful house of ATEN. It is a beautiful place to be in, and all it does is give life. There's no isfet, there's no destruction, and there's no other place that is like this. And it is absolutely just life-giving. I can't express it really. It's just, it gives life. It helps you grow and helps you surpass challenges and makes you grow in ways you wouldn't think you would grow. And for me, I would not have seen myself, I could not have seen myself in the position I was in when I was not within these teachings. I could not see it. But when I began to learn and imbue myself within Ma'at, I could see these things, and I therefore manifested myself on here because I was able to live within Ma'at and exist within her, and I was able to surpass the things that I thought I was before this. So that is very powerful, and I am extremely thankful, and I just love you all very much. So to all very much for being here and supporting this class and supporting yourself. Hotep Mary Heh, peace and love for eternity. And I will end with an adoration to everyone here. This applies to you all, and to ATTU Sabatuti as well. I want to say that he again created me, and he is one of the reasons why I'm on here, and he has taught me almost everything I know and has transformed me from a state of isfet and just a state of hurt, and any other negative thing that I was feeling has now been annihilated from my life and my being. So I'm very thankful for Sabatuti, Amun Hotep Ra, and his Nefer Neterts for all that they do and all that they bring forth. They are a jewel in this matrix, and they have saved millions of lives. I can't even grasp how much they have done and how much they continue to do. So tua so much to Sabatuti and his Nefer Aut, Henunek Iukemu or tu Tuatu Iukemu Seku. Sing hymns of praises to you as the stars which never rest, praise to you as the stars that never set. Hotep Mariha, peace and love for eternity.
Been cool. Can I slide in real quick?
Sure, go ahead.
Yes, sir. ANTU, you already know. Tua for that wonderful presentation. Excuse me for the slight absence. You know, baby gotta eat, so Gabriella, she, I gotta make sure I feed her. You know what I mean? Make sure she good. Gotta take care of the portal. So Tua to you. I love the fact that Anu said that you wasn't nervous. That's that Nefertatan type of energy. Just not nervous, ready to go, ready. Just, hey, hit stream, hit live. Let's go. Let me in the building and let me do my thing. So Tua to that. That's the courage. You already know. That's the courage that we need. You are a part of that feminine energy that's inspiring all the other feminine energy, right? That's just sitting there studying and ready to, you built that courage. You never know who you inspiring. When you in your zone and you putting things together and you come up on the panel and you ready to present, you don't know the lives that you already changing just from your actions, right? So that's everything. So continue to keep it up. I love you and Anu's connection. I love how y'all do everything as one. Don't let this Isfet world pull y'all apart from that, right? Like don't let them separate y'all from that. Continue to do what y'all doing, and it's gonna be beautiful. And I'm telling you, when that child comes, then y'all already created that connection is happening. So when you make a third, man, it's already gonna have that energy, that power that y'all already in synchronicity on, right? So just know that I appreciate you, Tua, for keeping that flame going. And I had to jump on here. I got to the house. I'm like, all right, cool. Let me get back on here. Like, I gotta let ANTU know that, Tua, Dua, and just keep it going. Keep it going. Y'all keep that relay going. Minty, I ain't seen you, girl. I felt so excited when I was on my phone. I was like, yo, Minty done jumped on. Minty in the building. Let's go. So Minty, yes, it's good to see your face. I'm happy to see that you alive and well and you still smiling. And yeah, it's good to see you.
Minty's been in the shadows a little bit, but
hey, Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm just happy that you still good. You still smiling. And you still here, so hey, Tua and Dua to you as well. And I just love the feminine energy that's going on. So hey, let me not hold y'all. Hey, may Ra grant you and your family's health and prosperity. May your monuments be established on the foundations of Ma'at, and may you all rise and come forth as conscious light, like the divine Ra who rides and shine forevermore, Ma'at. Hotep Meri.
Hotep, Hindu, peace and love to everyone in the chat, to all the supporters. Thank you, Anu, for your share today. Very powerful. I was thinking about you and Antu, and I'm very grateful to the Neteru for your Wonder Twin powers activating in the house of ATTON. Very beautiful way to spend the evening in this energy of Tamari, of the followers of Ma'at and Neteru. Tua, for everything that you're doing. It's very inspirational. I definitely have a heart for the youth. And so Tua, for your empathy and for your understanding what is needed for them. Because definitely it's not easy for the youth with all the ISFAT and miseducation in this realm. So, Hotep, again, for all that you're doing, definitely cast to you. And I will end with the adoration to Tehuti. Come to me, Tehuti, O noble ibis. Come to me and give me counsel to make me skillful in your calling. He who masters it is found fit to hold office. Fate and fortune are to be found with you. And Hotep.
Hotep, peace and love. This was a great class. ANTU, appreciate your Nefa energy. I'm definitely looking forward to another class. Minty said part 2. Salvador started a trend. Ani got part 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I did a part 2 on one of my classes. I did a couple. Yeah, but definitely looking forward to your next class, whether it's a part 2 to this or whatever you decide to bring forth next. Inu to you, great brother Anu. Definitely, I really appreciate everybody on the panel. Appreciate all the supporters. Definitely looking forward to what the House of ATTON is building, because we are building brick by brick. Y'all see what we're doing in real time. The Natiru are real. The Natiru exists. And yeah, I'm going to end it like that. Minty, I like that. I like the wall.
Thank you. Thank you.
And it's definitely good to see you, great sister. Definitely echo that tone for Primordial.
To holding space.
Always, great sister, always. Yes. With that, we will end with our beautiful affirmation. From today's class, speech by Asar Scribe Ani saith he, my heart, my moot twice, my heart of my coming into being, may there not be resistance to me in judgment. May there not be repulse to me on the part of the divine chiefs. May they not make thy separation from me in the presence of the possessor of the scales. Thou art my Ka within my body, which formeth and strengtheneth my limbs. Mayest thou come forth to the place of happiness to which I advance there. Unki Ma'at, Un Ns, Nintet Oset Ma'at, Min Hapapet Ma'at, Her in Huqui, Per Iku. I live for Ma'at. I exist within her. I do not speak in the place of Ma'at. Every day I advance towards Ma'at. My being is surrounded in darkness. I come forth as conscious light.
Nev Nefer Unk. Everything is beautiful in life.
Yeah, we're here, and we're the best.
Don't nobody really want no smoke.
Yes, the Hekau really works.
Yo, let's go.
Closed my eyes, then I woke up back in my bed. I could see my room as clear as looking through a lens. See, I thought I was awake, so then I tried to move, but my body shocked me like I was plugged in a socket. I started panicking and scrambling within my mental. I thought I died and now my body, I'm forever locked in. I was screaming, help me, someone help me please. But there wasn't any sound making it through my teeth. I could see movement in motion, shadows gather around me. How could I close my eyes already closed. Eating alkaline at this time, fasting reads so shocking. I was stuck in a paralysis, it had me froze. It's time to shed. It's time to shed. I heard a voice in the back of my head. Rebirth, it's time to shed. It's time to shed. It's time to shed. I heard a voice in the back of my head. Rebirth, it's time to shed. I finally started waking up and coming back. I was in the opposite of state's effect. That's relaxed, I grabbed my phone and started to do research. Knowledge of what happened, I was in a lack. Insidious, the movie came direct to mind. Every time I've seen this, it was connected to what's not divine. Demons crawling forcefully, holding the body down. Ain't no point in trying to scream, you will not make a sound. Deep within, I knew I made that a reality. The all is mine, I saw it, and so shall it be. I start replacing fear with knowing universe is mental. Talking to my subconscious to wake me up in dreams. Then one day my spirit guides came in so essential. Daylight's astral playing loud in my dream helped to set me free. I'm back in paralysis, laying on my couch. But this time I was calm, ready to exit out. It's time to shed. It's time to shed. I heard a voice in the back of my head. Rebirth, it's time to shed. It's time to shed. It's time to shed. I heard a voice in the back of my head. Rebirth, it's time to shed. From what I read, I need to move my arms in front of me. See a rope and pull it, separate and then release. Now I'm out, I see my house is gleaming, I accept it. Looking in the mirror, staring at my car's reflection. I was so ecstatic, flying in every direction. This was months of subconscious reprogramming and redirection. Place my thoughts in my body, wake up, that's what I did. I was reborn from that day so I could start to live. It's time to shed. It's time to shed. I heard a voice in the back of my head. Rebirth, it's time to shed.